Give it up for the other comics, man. They're hilarious. The other Alex. I'm Alex Horner. There's another Alex here doing jokes. I don't like that. That's Alex number 2. I'm going to call him Alex number 2. Where you at? Either way, he said the only way that girls could sleep, the only reason they sleep with guitarists is to get them to shut up for 15 minutes. It's funny. I assumed it was the fingering. Either way, I took the day off work today. I wasn't feeling well, and I got my blood drawn. Yeah, they used a red crayon. Anyway, wrote that joke 30 minutes ago. All right, either way, my name's Alex Horner. Been here in town for just a few years, right before COVID happened, and I'm a graphic designer by trade. I'm actually a user experience designer, but some people don't know the difference, but even more people don't care. I hang out with we get no respect after designers. A lot of I hang out my friends that are doctors and lawyers, and we go out and people talk about like, what do you do? And they talk to lawyers and doctor friends. And I'm like, oh, really? You must, people trust you with their lives or trust you with their freedom, and then like, you must have a nice house or drive a nice car, right? And when they ask me what I do, they're like, oh, so, good for you. Good for you. I'm proud of you following your dreams, right? And my favorite response is, my niece does that. Right? It's fucked up. So, anyway, but it's bullshit because graphic designers are important people. It's an important job, and without us, you can do all kinds of important shit, right? Without graphic designers, we wouldn't have textbooks. So, kids don't really read textbooks anymore, but either way, we couldn't educate our children, right? We wouldn't be able to educate our children without graphic designers. And without graphic designers, we wouldn't have the Bible, right? Like, simple as it may be, someone had to put Jesus' words in red, right? And speaking of the Lord's work, Playboy magazine wouldn't exist without us either, right? I mean, those articles aren't going to lay themselves out. Right? Speaking of jobs that are more interesting than mine, I have a friend, Sam, who's a geneticist, and he wants to get into limb regeneration. He thinks that he can help people who have been in a car accident. If they get dismembered, they lose an arm, they lose a leg, he can help them grow it back. I'm like, dude, you're thinking too small. I'm like, we gotta get into penis enlargement, right? I mean, this is like a probably million, I haven't done the research, but probably billion, honestly, dollar industry, and they haven't even figured out how to do it, right? Like, they're making all kinds of money, and they have no science behind it. I'm like, dude, if we can figure out how to grow dicks bigger, ideally 2 to 4 inches in 2 weeks or 2 months, right? That's the target. Dude, we can change our lives, dude. I figure, if you can come up with the science, dude, I'll market it, right? I just figure if I can design the email, right, and figure out a way for it to not end up in the spam folder, we might be onto something, I figure if I just leave out a few emojis in the subject line, that might be all it takes. Either way, dude, if you can figure this shit out, dude, we will be rich as shit, change our lives. Even if we can't sell it, I'll at least change mine, you know what I'm saying? So, either way, thank you all for coming out. This is a whole lot of fun. Someone give me the light. I don't know what time, how much time I have. Someone just tell me to shut up when time comes. But no one's wearing a mask in here, which is great because it makes it feel like COVID is sort of over, but I kind of loved it a little bit. My favorite thing about COVID was the toilet paper shortage. Yeah. The toilet paper shortage, because of that, I have a bidet on every toilet in my house, And some of my friends are a little bit weird about it. It's usually the staunchly straight white ones, They think if they use a bidet and heaven forbid enjoy it, might have to move away to a different state, But either way, I'm like, they're like, you use a bidet? I'm like, yeah, dude, it's amazing. I'm like, it's a blast, pun intended. Get your ass in here and show you how it works. So I'm like, you can flip the switch to articulate the nozzle, turn the dial to make it hot or cold. And they're like, why would you ever use cold water? I'm like, you clearly don't eat as much Taco Bell as me. that fire sauce can catch a second wind. Right? Speaking of poop, I've watched a lot of TV. I've seen an ad for Cologuard. You seen this Cologuard? It's a service where they screen for colon cancer. What you do is they send you a box, you poop in it, send it back, and they run the tests, right? Can you believe this shit? Have you seen it? I can't believe they're condoning this type of behavior, man. Last time I shit in a box of milk to someone, dude, I had to fucking appear in court. I have a friend who's a delivery truck driver. He says he knows whenever he's going out to pick up a box of shit and ship it, you know? And he's like, sometimes they're not super like accurate with their aiming or sealing or taping or whatever. It's just they're not thorough, right? And I'm like, just be glad you work for UPS, dude. There's not a uniform or a truck in the world that'd be better at hiding that mess, you know? Yeah. I don't know what else I got. I think that might be it. Thank you all. This is fun as shit. No. Okay. I'm not gonna look. All right. I don't know any of you, but I'm hoping this will be a real treat. Welcome to the stage. Your next comedian is Mr. Josh Merle.